My name is Sunny.
Sunny, I'm David. It's like respect from one another when you see each other.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like you're respecting me a lot now
exactly.
because you keep on going.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Mijn Ghanese-Nederlandse vriendin Ama nodigt me uit in haar geboortestad Accra om te onderzoeken hoe mensen hier omgaan met tegenslagen. Hoe word en blijf je gelukkig in Ghana?
You don't need too much to be happy. You just need a little. And you're happy, you're cool. Yeah.
But surely you want more. You want more money or your own house. Or
Yeah, I do want more money, but I can't get it. We always want something, but we know we can't get it, or we can't have it.
That's a common expression in Ghana also. Take it like that. Just take it, whatever. It just happens. You can be upset for a moment. You have to get over it and move on. There isn't a system out there that is protecting you. Like how in Holland you have this illusion that you can eliminate risks. You know, that you get an insurance, all these things that you have that make you think that you are in control. So when it doesn't go according to plan, then people go crazy. The train is 5 minutes late. That has huge consequences. That means you missed your bus. That means you're half an hour late for your big meeting at the ministry. Walking, everybody's looking at you.
Ama is een kind van een Ghanese moeder en een Nederlandse vader. Ze reist voor haar duurzaamheidsbedrijf Dr. Monk veel heen en weer tussen Accra en Amsterdam. In Ghana woont ze samen met haar dochter, haar tante, verschillende nichten en neven.
Dankjewel.
En haar moeder in één huis.
Just for Auntie Auntie or Auntie.
Okay.
Or mommy, everybody calls her mommy.
I can call her mommy too?
Yes.
Mommy Afi?
Yes.
So how would you say I'm depressed in Ewe?
Depressing in the Ewe, we don't have it.
So would you say you don't have that feeling?
Well, maybe people will have that feeling, but because we don't have a name for it, it will be difficult to notice it.
No, we don't have depression here, so I don't actually know the name in our language.
But can you not say like I'm feeling down
Yes,
in Ewe?
in Ewe you can say Bogbonyele Didi.
Have you ever felt DD?
Yes.
For long periods of time?
No, yes, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes. Marriage problem.
You are divorced?
Yes.
So that took 2 weeks?
Yes.
And then it was better?
Yes, I was better.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's quick, no?
For you.
For me, yes. What has happened? The fan is stopped.
Yeah, the electricity went off. Yeah, it's everybody's very pissed off now actually, because it just came on this morning, and we hoped it would go until tonight at least, maybe even tomorrow morning, and it's gone now. And it's the hottest time of the day.
Like they are fucking 24 hours, they off their lights, and they just brought it this morning, and they took it again.
So the fridge is gone too?
Yeah. No, we can't keep any food.
We cooked all this food, and now we have to eat it.
We have gizzard, remember? All the gizzard have spoiled.
Gizzard.
Ondanks dagelijkse moeilijkheden als uitvallende elektriciteit, urenlange files in de brandende hitte en de alom aanwezige armoede, lijken mensen hier over het algemeen heel weerbaar.
Do you feel like a different person when you are in Holland and when you are here?
At the risk of sounding schizophrenic, yes,
You
I do. I just, I moved back here because I felt like life was sometimes a bit too predictable.
In Holland?
In Holland?
Yeah.
And I really thought, go back to Ghana because then you feel really alive. You really have to live, you know? You can't wonder about life. You just go and be because things are not set for you, you know? But that means that I also have to be a lot more of a fighter in Ghana, you know? I really have to try harder. I can't be a pushover. There's a bitch in me that I didn't know existed that has come out here, and that's kind of empowering.
De noodzaak tot overleven lijkt hier op de voorgrond te staan, met als gevolg een strijdbare levenshouding. Zou depressie daarom minder vaak voorkomen in Ghana? Is het wellicht een westerse welvaartsziekte en niet iets universeels? Als ik hier in Ama's buurt naar vraag, roept alleen al het woord depressie veel verwarring op.
How would you translate I'm depressed?
I'm depressed. It told me.
So there is not really a word for it.
There's a word for it. Let me call somebody and ask.
Call and ask.
City pie. Often a depressed tiredness. What is the difference? I'm and I'm tired. You are exhausted. What am I really depressed? When you are disappointed, it means you are depressed.
Depression is when
you don't have
you don't find solutions to your problems. Oh no.
No, that's not depression.
No.
Or when you need something and you don't get it.
No, that's also not depression.
Stress, is it stress or depression?
Yeah, stress and depression are the same.
Are they the same thing?
No.
Or two different things?
Different. So I think the definition of depression, in the West at least, is a prolonged period of feeling very down, and it's interfering with your ability to work and it's affecting people around you.
It's too much. I have not felt it, and I don't know how to describe it, and I don't know how to talk about it. Because to that level, then you are in hell.
Oh, I don't want to die. They will
Ever?
I do know what depression is. Yes, I do.
Have you experienced it yourself?
I haven't at all. If you want me to describe the depression now, I would say it's in a state where you are stuck between living and then dying. You are stuck between death and life.
Kwame is de neef van Ama. En ook hij woont bij Mami en Ama in huis.
I'm a kind of person who always have friends around me. And so far as they're around me, I'm always happy. Every day I have friends around me.
Als je ongelukkig bent, dan draag je dat niet alleen. Het wordt door de groep om je heen opgevangen. En volgens de oma van Ama is samenhorigheid de grootste vorm van rijkdom.
Mile bososo. Kemile jalaka. Imi bodo plantivia. Di jojo song yoni. Na nyere kago ni me ve na nyifia. Ejire kamala jong. Me gbamelo komalo kwa jimelo jong. Okoruama. Okoruama fiabelema. Gamalasio.
Ah, okay. Yi nye gamalasio. Na mamalasio fiabe gamalasio.
Gamalasio. Oku fina sopo. Wala pa yo mo lo boy matama. Na me le je fia yi nu ka jron. Yi me be ple dula ka hia. Ma no ko nu jile jong.
Me mama wacha wendi
Here we live together, so we have that feeling.
Sharing of
Yeah, that's
emotions.
right. That's right.
Is it like you feel my emotions?
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we are together all the time.
So if I'm depressed, you are depressed.
Depressed.
Really?
Yeah, that is how it is.
If I'm sad, you are sad.
I'm sad.
So you must help me.
Yeah, to calm you down.
Oh, okay. Because in my country, my feelings are my own feelings.
But
Here it's
so
not
far,
like that.
No, so first we are friends or we are together.
Yeah.
I will feel the same feeling that you are feeling. I will not feel it deeply like you are feeling, but
No.
I'll be sad and I would like to calm you down to take you out of that emotion.
So it's a shared responsibility.
That's right.
In Holland, it's really, it seems like it's really about control.
Control, yeah.
So you just have to be careful with your emotions.
Yeah.
Don't let people know that you are upset or sad. And if you do tell them, it's more so that...
Just between you and
Yeah,
me.
exactly. It's just, you know?
No, oh. Vanuit een westers, individualistisch perspectief is het moeilijk te bevatten hoe anders het collectieve leven hier is. Onderlinge banden staan centraal en mensen fungeren in groepen. Kinderen worden gemeenschappelijk verzorgd en zijn van jongs af aan gewend aan gedeelde verantwoordelijkheden. Is there ever a time that you are alone? Like, do you have privacy when you're sleeping?
No, not really.
Why not?
Because I don't sleep alone in my room, so I can't call that privacy.
Who shares your bed?
I share my bed with Mana and a child and Ella. We share my bed.
With the four of you?
Yes.
Lem nyak bale jalo li na nyom nya ele nya pe pokpo na nyom ka jibe nyom la tek polo lines le Africa.
I was listening and I only heard the word lonely in English. Does the word lonely not exist in Ewe?
It is.
No moment. Oh, my. O de kapem, o de kanai. O de America mani no no. America mani no no.
In your loneliness.
Feel lonely. America mani bonyo.
The image I have with the expression in Ewe is someone sitting on a mango like a little chair, on a little chair by themselves, and that's kind of sad. One of these stools by themselves, thinking this is loneliness. Everybody's gone, and you're doing like this. This is loneliness.
If you sit and then just watching the person like that, and then you are not asking the question till something happened to the person, the others will hold you for responsible for not asking that question.
It's in Europe, you can sit at a bus stop and look miserable, and nobody will ask you anything because it's not your business. You know, and here...
Even a stranger will come up to you?
Here, yes, they will. Even if you have, you know, if I walk and like my bra is sticking out. Ella. Mama. You know, you are responsible for each other. Everybody's your brother, everybody's your sister. So if I'm walking around looking messy, looking shabby, if somebody corrects me, it's not because they want to put me down. It's because they want to lift me up.
Ondanks de verantwoordelijkheid voor elkaars welzijn, is het niet zo dat depressies hier helemaal niet voorkomen. I like the boiled bananas. Plantain, no?
Plantain, yeah.
In een samenleving waarbij de groepsidentiteit en het familieleven centraal staan, zijn er andere taboes. Ama's oom Condor is kinderloos gebleven en dat ervaart hij als een zwaar stigma. Daarom heeft hij zich lange tijd teruggetrokken uit het sociale leven, met zware depressies en alcoholisme als gevolg.
You are not yourself. You don't belong to the general society because you feel rejected. because of the stigmatization around you. So you feel rejected, and sometimes you feel like taking your own life. It's not a pretty situation at all. It's not.
Yeah.
I've been telling Mommy I'll take my own life. I'll tell Aquile I'll take my own life. And sometimes they just tell me, "I'll go and kill yourself. You can go." That also reduces. Because if you really want to commit suicide, you not let anybody know.
Yeah, so it's just an empty threat. You want attention.
I want that. Maybe I wanted attention.
Yeah.
Your talk, Mommy's talk, Mane's talk, really helped me. With those inspirational words, encouragement was what helped me to be where I am now. So I'm very, very grateful to you too. You see, very, very grateful.
I'm so proud you became so old. Yeah.
Ghana is een van de meest christelijke landen ter wereld. God is letterlijk overal.
In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. I didn't say hallelujah. Say shout hallelujah.
Ama's oom Condor neemt ons mee naar zijn kerkgemeenschap.
We start from 9 till about 4 a.m.
In the morning?
In the morning, yes. Afterwards, you feel very light in spirit. You feel very light because you have been praying all night. It takes some of the burdens, some of the troubles you are having, it takes them off you. And if you do it often, it really helps depression or pressure, yeah. It helps a lot.
But it's, in a way, it's like power of the mind. If you believe it, then it will happen.
Yes, that's why I say it's faith, it's power of the mind, because you believe it will happen and you have it too.
I can imagine that there's so much stress in this Ghana that we live in, so much happening, and I think that, as I don't believe in it myself, but I think that the church is really a space now for people to relieve a lot of that stress.
Command them to backfire by the power of the Holy Spirit. I mute the voice of the enemy. All powers of darkness that have been assigned in gathering, let's
Ik vind het bijna jammer dat ik niet gelovig ben. Dat ik geleerd heb om religie als opium voor het volk te zien. Want ik kan me voorstellen dat regelmatig samen bidden, zingen en dansen enorm bijdraagt aan geluksgevoel en onderlinge liefde. Ama's moeder is een van de familieoudsten. Ze heeft daarom de taak regelmatig langs te gaan bij de ouderen en zieken van haar, voor westerse begrippen, gigantische familie. She's your family?
Yeah, she's my grand aunt, my mother's aunt.
And who looks after her?
Me.
Mommy?
My elder sister.
I still have a grandmother.
Yeah.
She lives in a home, especially for old people.
Yeah.
And maybe I see her twice a year or something.
Twice a year, yeah. Here we don't do it like that. We see her frequently. If you miss them, they'll give you a name.
What name?
A bad name. Because that means you are completely hopeless or you are useless. And then society, they won't like you.
Is that like an actual word? The word they use when you are hopeless and you can't take care of your family?
The word, in our language, they will say dokwenuto. Dokwenuto.
Ah, okay, dokwenuto.
Dokwenuto.
Yeah, so it means you're negligent.
Yes, yes. You have to force to do your best to look after them.
Onya dokwenuto. Amado ko dona kwen ama. Onya doa.
No, oya goma. Agira mama.
Yeah. Yo, whatever you quite you.
Quite yari. Come so 3 million yari. Over Gamato. We must so 2 million. So that darigi now 5 million.
5 million.
No one that one. Can we back for 2 million? You may just cheer family. Le vode le mola kaka so de kila tote.
In fact, yeah, you may never la magba joke brave. A chalk back was all over one cut down. Yeah.
You may let color dance a baby drama. Ola ya no se sere. Na mukua. Na me ba kwa fedaka. No.
But my coffee fit out. But me no se sere, me kwa daka no.
Yo.
I've carried dead people in my family. I've been to the morgue. I've seen them being bathed. I've seen them being dressed and all that. I've carried them a lot. Yeah.
So it doesn't scare you? Dead bodies?
No, they don't.
Kwame has had to do quite some things that I think are quite gory. When my niece passed away, he picked her up from the hospital and brought the child's dead body to the house.
De dood lijkt hier een alledaags onderdeel van het leven. Overal hangen aankondigingen van begrafenissen. Ook plakken ze foto's van de doden op gebruiksvoorwerpen, opdat ze nooit vergeten worden. In het Westen heb ik het gevoel dat we ouderdom en onze sterfelijkheid liever wegstoppen, niet willen accepteren. Terwijl hier de dood, als kroon op het leven van de overledene, wordt gevierd.
You want something like this, but you know, that's the way to open it.
Ah, okay. I can measurement before. Because I think about 6 feet round.
6 feet round.
Excuse me, what are you looking for?
We are looking for a coffee. We are looking for coffee. But we want the type different. This one is pineapple. Because our mother is tiger apple.
Tiger apple.
We want each and everyone to know that that's the way this woman came into.
That is her trade.
Her trade. She's a businesswoman. That's a trade.
To be remembered.
To be remembered.
That's all.
This one is the ege, like a king or a pastor. You can use to bury him because this ege for the forest is a big animal or leader of a church to bury the person. Maybe if you pass away, the family can choose, let me bury him in the camera because your professional is the shooting camera and day and night is your work.
Okay, so this would be my casket.
Yeah, this is your casket.
What kind of coffin would you like when you die?
Oh, Mantos. One Tuesday call him Pren. Our Pren. Yeah.
You want to be buried in this?
Yeah. This is our, I can say this is our leader of the twos.
I would prefer a microphone.
A microphone?
Yeah. Or a turntable. Yeah, turntable would be okay for me. Yeah.
Amma, what do you want?
Fireworks.
You want fireworks?
Yes, I want to be a firework.
Mentale problemen worden in Ghana vaak voorgelegd aan een traditionele genezer. Onze gids is Pius, een universiteitsdocent die uitgebreid onderzoek heeft gedaan naar deze niet-westerse vorm van geestelijke gezondheidszorg.
So we should sit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ik word een beetje zenuwachtig van deze enorme officiële delegatie. De genezer, compleet met zijn secretaris en alle dorpsoudsten.
My name is Sunny Bergman. I'm a documentary maker.
Documentary maker.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have 2 children. I don't know how much I have to tell.
De kerk biedt hem veel troost. Maar toch blijft Condor, de oom van Ama, last houden van depressieve gevoelens. Hij hoopt bij deze genezer de spirituele oorzaak en een remedie te vinden.
He is only a vehicle that the gods use to talk to you. And they will tell you the source of the problem, the cause of the problem.
Sauli, Basharuru, when I wait, Nagba, Furabo yo, I see them.
Wat blijkt? Oom Condor heeft ooit geweigerd de familiezetel te aanvaarden en om de daarbij behorende functie van dorpshoofd te bekleden. Hij moet de zetel innemen of ceremonieel overdragen. Pas dan zal zijn geluk terugkeren.
Hello.
So he's finished?
Yeah, he's finished with me.
I didn't know about this stool thing, this chief thing.
Yeah.
And this is the second time that he's hearing about it. I've never heard of it before. So I must say, I'm impressed, yeah.
And it is true, they asked you to be the chief.
Yes.
And why did you refuse? Why? You don't want to be a chief? He's afraid. Still, to me, it seems weird that some story about a stool is creating all these problems. Like that, my mind can't.
Yes, it's very easy for you to have a problem of understanding that. That stool is the embodiment of the ancestors.
Oh. Is it just like an ordinary stool?
Wooden stool.
A krukje?
Yes,
Krukje.
but
shaped, yeah.
it holds the spirit, the soul of the ancestors, the history. The whole society is in there, and he has rejected it. So it means he is rejecting his whole society.
I think in the West, things like the actions of the ancestor and sorcery, people don't believe that. They say it's magic, it cannot happen. We call it superstition. What about you, Kwame? Do you believe also there's like forces that influence your mental state?
I just believe it because I've seen people going through those processes and they became well. I've seen people who were once mad and then they were taken through this kind of process and they became well. Yeah, I've seen barren people who went through this process and they got their children and all that. Yeah, so I believe it. I believe there are forces like that. Fully, yeah.
We are breathing in and out every day. But in Ewe, the same word we use for breath is the same word that we use for spirit. And these are the same spirits that haunt you and that also protect you. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's all one. It's all one. We are all breathing here. We are all breathing the same air here. It's all the same
We're
spirit.
breathing the same spirit.
Yeah, but it's all one.
Yes.
Ama laat me even zien hoe de veelbesproken zetel eruit ziet.
This is the image of a stool.
So that's what they were talking about.
So yeah, this is what they're talking about, but this is a statue of a stool. This is what a stool looks like.
En dan trekt een groepje oudere vrouwen onze aandacht. Met een verrassend schunnig liedje.
In Europe, you're so scared of getting old and you worry so much about your body sagging or changing shape or something. And here, you garner more respect. People respect you more. You have more influence. You have more to say about things as you get older. So it's something to look forward to. Getting old and going gray is something that gives you pride, not something to give you fear.
Later die middag blijkt de genezer nog een heel ritueel voor oom Konder in petto te hebben.
They use the music to heal the person as part of the healing process. Apart from other meditation, if there is the need, music forms a very important part of it.
So it's not only the mind or not only the spirit, but the body as well.
The body. So we have psychotherapy. We are now engaging in physiotherapy. You realize they were going this way all along. Now, there is a reason for dancing like that. They are actually massaging their spinal section. And the spine controls the whole human being. And that's what they call the cord of life. And as he dances, he dispels the negative forces.
Only that I don't know how to move the body to the rhythm, but I'll try my best.
The music therapy, you have the physiotherapy, which comes in the form of the dance. You have the psychotherapy, which comes in the form of the counseling, the presence of the people giving you the needed support, rather than you go to a hospital where after a point in time, the general practitioner would say, go to a physiotherapist. So there's no link between this
different disciplines.
Here it is all inclusive.
Ter afsluiting wordt de gehele crew uitgenodigd om mee te dansen. En ik vraag me af, wat zou nou uiteindelijk meer bijdragen aan mentale gezondheid? Praattherapie, dure westerse pillen of deze gezamenlijke sessies die als doel hebben negatieve krachten uit te bannen en de geest met vreugde te bezielen. Later zegt Ama dat ze moeite heeft met de westerse termen waarmee academicus Pius de genezingsrituelen uitlegt.
I get a little bit upset actually when we try so hard to make it something that is acceptable for the West to understand. Once it's explained with words like physiotherapy and psychotherapy and medicine, then suddenly it's, oh, okay, it's the same. Now we relate. If it is the way it is, then it's scary and spooky and ooga ooga ooga, dark African stuff. But once you start translating it, then you have to relate it to things that are acceptable in the West. And that's hard to digest, I find, you know? Because where is the equality in that?
De wereldwijde gewoonte om alles langs een westerse meetlat te leggen is voor mij ook herkenbaar. Zo kan ik maar moeilijk bevatten dat Ama familieleden heeft die tegen betaling rouwen op begrafenissen. Professioneel weeklagen voor een dode.
Okay, fine. This was like
The person
sit like this.
lying down.
Brother, oh Michael, sorry.
You go.
Sorry, eh?
Close.
Michael, sorry.
You know?
Don't happy to see you again.
This is just one.
No laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do actual tears come out of your eyes?
Tears?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So could you say like you're an actress?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it not shameful to pay someone to cry?
Well, it's not, because it's our, I can say our job.
Like business.
Yeah, so it's not.
Why do people think it's necessary?
At first, maybe sometimes the dead person's daughter or children are not older enough to cry, you know, and sometimes the family wants somebody to help, you know.
It's emotionally, you need to shout or to cry to take that pain out of you.
Out of your body.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I see you. They follow you, don't worry.
We rijden achter de ambulance aan, waar een overleden kennis van neef Kwame in ligt.
They follow you, don't worry.
I like our funeral tradition.
Why?
Because I think, there's always food. Even though it's a funeral, it's more like a party also.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't only have to cry, but there's enjoyment also. So, even people find their wives at their funerals.
Really?
Yeah.
And people get pregnant at funerals.
Yeah, they also get pregnant also.
People get pregnant at funerals.
Really?
Yeah.
Op weg naar een waken, waar de professionele rouwers ook zullen optreden. Begrafenissen duren hier doorgaans van donderdag tot zondag. En veel Ghanezen bezoeken er elk weekend meerdere.
I want to see my aunt cry.
You want to see your aunt cry professionally?
Professionally crying.
In eerste instantie ben ik iets wat overdonderd door de schijnbare chaos en de heftige emoties. De familieleden van Ama, die hier dus betaald rouwen, halen alles uit de kast om de emoties bij de omstanders los te maken.
I don't think you have all these
crying and singing in the West.
No, we
you know?
cry at funerals, but
Okay.
it's like very quiet.
You cry inside.
Yeah,
You cry
inside.
inward, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we cry out loud. It might be the last. It's the last respect for the person. So cry as much as you can.
Yeah.
That's the impression. Yeah.
Ik kan me voorstellen dat deze liederen en de publieke beleving van verdriet nabestaanden helpen om hun emoties te uiten en te verwerken.
Everybody contributes for the food, for the whole funeral.
So if you have 3 funerals a weekend, you're giving out all your money to funerals?
Yes. Said no talking, eat.
So it's like a collective system that pay, because it must be quite expensive, no?
Yeah. So you have things like the cost of digging the grave, the casket, the people who cook the food, the ambulance.
Oh, so if everyone has to contribute, you have to contribute because otherwise people are not contributing towards your funeral.
Yeah.
That's also the idea.
That's also the idea, indeed. So someone like my mom, I can talk to her about it. We always argue about this funeral thing because she goes to so many funerals and she's constantly contributing. So people expect her to contribute. So I always say, why haven't you done enough? What kind of funeral do you expect to get? You know, like you're not even gonna see it yourself. You just contributed to all these funerals.
She's gonna get a massive.
I mean, it's going to be like a national holiday or something.
Gedurende de nacht blijven alle gasten slapen, zodat de nabestaanden niet alleen achterblijven met het lijk.
And they cannot leave me, the chief mourner, alone here. So they have to stay with me till the next morning.
De volgende dag is het feest op de begrafenis. Neem het leven zoals het komt. Of, zoals ze hier zeggen, take it like that. De dood als ultieme voorbeeld van de oncontroleerbaarheid der dingen. Door de dood te omarmen, vieren we het leven. Vanaf je geboorte tot ver na je dood vanzelfsprekend een onderdeel van de hechte gemeenschap om je heen. Misschien wel het beste recept voor geluk.